Right, Shalom. First and foremost, like give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Makakadash, Rakatham to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim Wa'akwaf, and I say Shalom. And the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His unbegotten Son, Ba'Shem, in the name of Mashiach Abshai. Those are their true names in the ancient Pelican Hebrew, Lashmakadash Matan, Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim Wa'akwaf once more. I say Shalom. And this is a sit-down lesson of the prophecy updates as of May the 9th, 2025 on this Friday night. And this is a news article from the Jerusalem Post. As we've been seeing, tensions have been heating up between India and Pakistan, between the borders of India and Pakistan. And this is a news article from May the 10th, 2025 by Reuters, and it reads, it says Pakistan Army spokesperson claimed India fired ballistic missiles that fell into the Indian territory. It says Pakistan Army spokesperson claimed India fired ballistic missiles that fell in the Indian territory, announced is a sudden statement on a national broadcast at 1:50 a.m. local time on Saturday. No details provided to support the claim. I want to give you the shocking news that India fired 6 ballistic missiles from Andampar. One of the ballistic missiles hit in Andampar. The rest of the 5 missiles hit in the Indian Punjab area. The Army spokesperson said in his short video statement. Armed Stars District Commission in a text message between Friday and Saturday said, "Don't panic. Sirens is sounding as we are under red alert. Do not panic as before. Keep lights off. Move away from windows. We will inform you when you're ready to resume power supply." It's the book of Luke 21, verse 25. It says, "And there shall be signs in the sun and the moon and the stars, and upon the earth disgrace of nations will perplexities was born." Right, as we're seeing increasing of disgrace of nations will perplexities was born. We've seen these seditions among the nations, especially India versus Pakistan, especially escalations have been heating up for the past whole month now, as we've been seeing increasing or escalating over there in that region. As it says, let's see, go to rt.com. Yep, as it says, as of May the 6th, 2025, and it reads, it says, Pakistan announced military operation against India. Islamabad has vowed retaliation after New Delhi squirt multiple targets on its territory in Pakistan-controlled part of Kashmir. Yep, so as I mentioned once again, so tensions are heating up between India and Pakistan, between those borders areas. It says Slovakia Prime Minister slammed Western Iron Curtain in talks with Putin. It says Ukrainian forces, right, while Vladimir Putin and his military was commemorating the victory of World War II. I believe the ceasefire will begin May the 7th all the way into the 10th or 11th, I believe. And it says Ukraine forces attempt for breach border 4 times during Moscow's victory. They trust. The MOD reports Khabib troops have committed over 5,000 attacks during the ceasefire, the defense minister in Moscow has said. It says Ukraine forces have attempted to cross these border incursions into the Russian region on Kursk in Belgrade since the start of the Moscow 72-hour ceasefire, according to the Russian Defense Ministry. Ukraine forces continue to conduct military operations despite Russia's Russians Vladimir Putin's announcement of a Victory Day ceasefire from midnight May the 8th to midnight May the 11th. The ministry says um, Friday. It says at part from the inclusion attempts, Ukraine launched 15 small-scale attacks on the number of settlements in Donetsk and Lugansk People's Republic, according to the statement. The Ukrainian military also continued missiles and artillery attacks during the Russian frontline position. The military said the Russian military has recorded 5,026 attacks since the ceasefire came into force. The assaults involved around 1,500 incidents of artillery shelling, 3,502 drone strikes hit at Russia. It says Russia responded with a 10th attack action, according to the ministry. So once again, this is the book of Luke 21, verse 25. It says, there should be signs in the sun, and the moon, and the stars upon the earth, distress nations for perplexities as well. Right as we seen with the Russia-Ukraine situation and the Pakistan situation. And then that goes into the wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. This is the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty man. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Right, so we see the Russia-Ukraine situation heating up, despite the fact they've been having the 3-day ceasefire of the Russians' Victory Day. And then you had the Ukrainians trying to attempt to enter the path when they had the little Russian parade commemorating the World War II victory. And then you've been having Russia been using small scale attacks trying to enter that path over there. So that shows you that the Russia-Ukraine situation is only going to heat up, which we've been seeing ever since February of 2022 and all into now. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Right, so we're going to see these armies of nations are going to continue to be in that warlike mindset, and they continue waking up the mighty men, and let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. So we definitely seeing signs of that, especially over there in the Middle East, which is Western Asia. Seeing Iran versus Israel heating up in the pro-Iranian groups throughout that whole region, going against the Israel Defense Force. So we definitely been seeing more signs of that. And that can lead up to nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and the building up of the wars and rumors of wars. Joel chapter 3 verse 10, beat your plowshares and the swords and the plenty hooks at the spears and like the wicks have grown. Right, so we're going to see the pro-Iranian groups building up their capability and continue to rise up against the Israel Defense Force, which we're seeing over there. And, near Tel Aviv, over there in the Gaza Strip, the West Bank, the Palestinian territory as well, too. So we're definitely going to be seeing heating up over there in the Red Sea as well, too. And this is the book of Revelations 11 verse 14. The second will pass, behold, the third will come quickly. Right, so the second will pass, behold, the third will come quickly. And that's what we're seeing, especially the building up of the third world's war, which is World War III. So we're seeing signs of that. We're seeing what's taking place over there in the Middle East, Western Asia, throughout that region. We're seeing what's going on with the Russia-Ukraine situation that's increasing. We're seeing what's going on over there in Korean Peninsula, North Korea versus South Korea, Japan, that's been increasing. We see what's going on in the South China Sea, China versus Taiwan, China versus the Philippines. We're seeing what's going on between the borders of India and Pakistan. So those are signs of the building up of the Third World War. So the second will pass, but the third will come quickly. So we definitely seeing signs of that. And this is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 7. Start at verse 6. Then I'm close it out. So this is a quick sit down lesson of prophecy updates. Matthew 24 verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right, so we're going to be seeing the more building up of these wars and rumors of wars between the nations. Matthew 24 verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, what goes into ethnos. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. So with that, hopefully this quick sit down lesson was edifying of the prophecy updates as of May the 9th, 2025 on this Friday night. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Akarkadash. And the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Bahashem, in the names of Hamashiach Yahushua. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashon Kodash Lutan, and I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim Wa'akwaf. Until next time, I will say Shalom.